It's Week 13 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out, a man who has led his team to the conference championship game the last 2 seasons, winning it 2 years ago. Here's Joe Burrow.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Noah Fant. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a 4th-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And shifts past him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, it's Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try again with Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 23 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield and make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get conversion.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gun. Stop. 11, Thomas.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, what we got? This is jumping. Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their #1 guy.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
On 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now, meanwhile, a pass. Intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pickens going in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. 10 and 1. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently. Pro Bowl cornerback, and what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. There he goes, left side. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
11, Thomas. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run it with Pacheco from, and the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
11 MT tank. 12.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
12.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Diggs going in motion right. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to work. Shoves him aside. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Herbert on first down now. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Chubb. Touchdown, Falcons.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This is the tight end fan. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 22. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Touchdown, Falcons! Stephon Diggs from 21 yards away. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That one into the hands of Flowers. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 96 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
11 MT. 12. 11.
Burrow will throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Burrow. Wilson's got it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11
They'll
mighty.
run out of the gun with Pacheco. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, That leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Dances by him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now here's Samuel on the end run. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. On second down, here's Herbert. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. New York set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
I'm one, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert now. That's caught at the 1. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Deebo Samuel punching it in from a yard away.
And the Falcons extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. Right
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going right back to Dotson. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 19. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Staying on his feet. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, a good move at the 5. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
A final shot now for Burrow. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks